Welcome to the Broken Worship Podcast. My name is Zach Mitchell, and thank you for tuning in today. I couldn't be more stoked to have you here. And I wanted to wish you all a happy Halloween. I love this time of year, watching horror movies, eating way too much candy like Reese's or whatever your favorite is. I know mine definitely is Reese's. I'm super stoked today. This is episode 5. I'm entitling this, Loving the Hearts of the Special Needs. And I just remembered I was going to say 5 years ago today, Rebuild the Fallen released the biggest most popular music video, Need to Feel. So yeah, and just a reminder, the intro track to this podcast is from Rebuild the Fallen. So yeah, so that's cool. And I just wanted to say we are 1 week away from the Broken Worship Live event, and I couldn't be more stoked. I've been working my ass off for months, working on it. I'm either working or I'm working on this. So I really don't know what a day off is lately. So, but I'm super stoked, and yeah. And this episode I entitled Loving the Hearts of the Special Needs, and I will be interviewing my girlfriend Debby about her job, and which entails helping people with special needs, and I'm excited to hear from her later in this episode. So tune in. But first, I want to tune into the segment I started calling "What's New with Music" with Zach Mitchell. So there's quite a bit going on with music again. This first single I'm going to cover is called "Wonderland." I really like the Word Alive. They have the song, now I'm blanking on the name of it, but the chorus goes, "I would rather die for what I believe than live a life without meaning." And that is so true to my heart, and I believe to a lot of others. So that song really got me into the Word Alive. The music video for that was fucking phenomenal. It's so awesome and badass. But so their new single "Wonderland," I don't think definitely doesn't top that song by any means, but it was good. I thought the song had a slow start, but I really did like the lyrics. It's talking about depression and anxiety, and it has a catchy chorus. The overall message is about overcoming anxiety and fears, and it does have a badass ending. So go check that out. I definitely recommend it. The next song is a new single from Silent Planet, which I really dig. Those guys are awesome guys, and I hope to see them live someday. This new single, and forgive me if I'm wrong pronouncing this song name, I think it's called Anhedina. And this song stays true to Silent Planet. It's very heavy with deep lyrics about people worshiping idols such as greed and other stuff. I definitely dig it. I'm definitely excited for a new album. I've loved every album they've put out. So, yep. And I'm excited to talk about this new song from a band I haven't heard from before. I just learned about them with a new Earth Groans tour. The band is called Empty, and the song is called "Close My Eyes." Dude, I was so impressed. There's not very often where you hear a new band and you just like, dude, I could get into this, and that's what I found with these guys. So I'm definitely gonna check them out. But I heard about it from the Earth Groans tour. They sounded way different than I expected, and I definitely dug it. Musically, it was really good. I thought it had a lot of... It kind of felt like a punk rock sound. Definitely kind of more punk. But that was really good. And the screaming the screaming vocalist just blew me away. So I definitely am excited to check out more of the band Empty. Okay, the next single is from a band I really dig, Our Last Night. The song was When We Were Broken. I definitely dig this song. And I think Our Last Night does really good covers, but I think it's a shame if you only know them by their covers because the originals are so good. Musically and lyrically, they are so talented with a mixture of great emotional cleans and heavy emotional screams. This song is about loving each other even when they are both broken and lifting each other up. I definitely think you should check it out. It has a little something for everyone. It has kind of lovey-dovey, emotional, and it still has the heavy moments to it. Okay, the next one is from the band Then It Ends, the song Conform. I really enjoyed this song. I have followed the vocalist Grant from his band Past Unknown, with their last album being Vainglory, especially the song Fact or Fiction featuring Ryan Kirby of Fit for a King. That song was really awesome. Grant has such a heart for Christ and is really making an impact on the music scene, and he has such a heart for all Christian metal. When Then It Ends put out their first album, Restored, I was kind of disappointed when I didn't love the album. It just didn't hit me as hard as a Past Unknown, but I continue to see Then It Ends and all their posts encouraging people to have faith and their support for the Christian metal bands, and I just loved one. I just wanted to give them another listen. I think this song Conform was produced a lot better, and I think they found their sound. The music is really good, and it's tackling big questions about morality and the existence of God. In the main lyrics of the song, it states, "If there is no God, then I am God." And it would just be kind of about how imperfect that would be. I love the heart of Grant and the heart of Then It Ends, and I will definitely be checking out their second album, Soulless, and I think you should too. Okay. The new Impending Doom, I guess they were gonna release this new EP Hellbent like next year, but they decided to release it this past week, and I really dug it. So they have 5 songs. This first one being their single Satanic Panic, and that one is super heavy with aggressive lyrics about end times and the vengeance of God. The second song is New World Order, super heavy lyrics, kind of about fearless in the face of death, the devil's work is never done, and being ready for war against the New World Order. The culture of death, it talks a lot about the cost of our sins and eternal hell, with pain and loathing. And then the EP title song, Hellbent, it's another super heavy song, lyrics about reaping what you sow. And the last one of the album, I Must End. This isn't, the lyrics I caught was, "This isn't heaven, so don't be surprised when hell shows its face." I believe the song is based on John 3:30. God must increase and I must decrease. we are meant to glorify Christ and not to live for ourselves. So Impending Doom is a very heavy, and they kind of talk about dark subjects, talking about the wrath of sin in the end times, but they glorify Christ. This is a very this EP just stay true to Impending Doom. It's not a band that I can always listen to because it's so aggressive and kind of pissed off, but I definitely dug it. If you like really heavy music, go check out that EP. And then so this next song is from a band Prison. I learned about Prison going to a local show, and I forget, it was they headlined for a big band, and I really dug them, and I just thought of my buddy Taylor right off the bat. They have such a new metal sound to it. So this new Prison song is called Reality. And it had such a 90s new metal vibe to it. I got Slipknot vibes ending with like Korn vibes, and almost had a Limp Bizkit vibe to the song. And it talks about not being accepted and still being able to believe in youthful dreams. So if you want a blast from the past of new metal 90s, check out that new song. It was like, wow, that's like all I could think about, but it was really good. And last thing, I don't want to drag this along too long, but this within the last couple weeks was the 10-year anniversary of the band Close Your Eyes album Empty Hands and Heavy Hearts. I found about this band Close Your Eyes from high school youth group, and this album is so impactful, and an album that just grows better with time, kind of like wine, as they say. Fine wine. I know this album really stuck out to me in the first time I listened to it, but every time I listen to it, I realize even more how important this album is. This album talks about the importance of unity. In division, we need to speak out. In brokenness, we need to be there for each other, and how much we need grace. It is hard to find an album that aged as well as this album, and to see how vital the meaning of this album is today. It is a punk and hardcore style with such a powerful message. If you have already listened to this album, listen to it again. And please, if you haven't listened to this album, go check it out. In this divided times, we need this album. So that is a wrap on what's new with music. I hope I don't drag them out too long. I have fun researching for that segment. But I hope you like it. So now we're going to dig into the topic of this week, loving the hearts of the special needs. And with this, I'm going to be interviewing my girlfriend, Debby. So welcome to the show, Debby.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having us.
So, you're pretty stoked about being Halloween?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Actually, we celebrated last week.
Yeah.
We all got dressed up and went to the corn maze.
Yeah, and I did a new haunted trail, new thing that we did.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. So you pretty stoked about the Broken Worship Live event?
I am. I've been looking forward to it. You're not the only one who's been working.
Yeah, Debbie's really been helping with this. She has helped a lot with the behind the scenes work, and we're both really stoked about it. So, anyways, let's dig into this topic. The first thing I would like to ask you is, describe what you do for work.
I am titled Direct Support Professional. What I do is I assist individuals that have special needs, and that includes all aspects in their daily life. Everything from taking them to work, getting them to appointments, fixing food, cleaning their house. I give their medications. I offer prompts and I remind them about things they have upcoming, things they need to do. And simple basic things I have to help with. Just reminding everybody I work with is really high functioning, we call it. I have to remind them to even like take showers, take care of your personal hygiene. We have to pay your bills. We also kind of teach how to be safe, whether that's with strangers or whether that's simply crossing the street, walking near traffic. We even teach safety in the event of a fire or severe weather. We basically share life together, whether that's dealing with their family drama or relationships. We share the hard parts of living, but we also share the good things and fun moments, and that makes life worth living.
Awesome. I think that's a really cool thing. So, what are some of the conditions of the people you work with?
I am currently assisting with 21 individuals. That includes everything from Down syndrome to simple ADHD, to developmental delays, learning delays, severe brain trauma, whether that was they were born that way or whether there was an accident in their life. That's the basics.
Okay. So, and then what are some common misconceptions people have of people with special needs?
Oh, boy. One thing that really gets to me, it's when people don't get it. They think these people are unintelligent. I'm going to tell you these people are really smart. They have so many talents. They have dreams. They have desires like we all do. But they kind of express them in different ways than regulars. It really grinds with me when people talk down to them, especially when they're right in the same room. They talk about them talking shit like they're not even there. That just kills me. These are people who need help. They are living, breathing human beings. They hear and they sure as hell understand. They know when they are being talked down about, and promises. Oh my gosh. When you make promises to these people, it is very important that you keep them. When they go unmet, it's so devastating. I would say it even gives them a little more delay in their life. It hurts them the same as it hurts everyone.
This is kind of off script, but how do you think these people with special needs think or even understand what COVID is?
They know it's a serious illness, and they know they've done everything they can to prevent getting it. I've only actually had one of my 21 people that was sick with COVID last December. And he really didn't have any symptoms. But anyway, they know it's a serious disease, and they all have been vaccinated, and they all get it. They have been taught to, extra hand washing, wear your face mask.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, what are some of your difficulties handling the needs of special needs people?
I'd say the first one's logistics, believe it or not. Like getting this person to that place at this special time. Meanwhile, she needs to be there. He needs to go there. Logistics, yeah. Mm. And another struggle is when the person fixates on something and everything else just goes away. It goes unthought of. Like doing laundry and upcoming storms. I know a guy who loves to do laundry, so much so that he obsesses about it. He obsesses to the point that he takes multiple showers to change his clothes, to generate more laundry. And there's this girl who checks the weather like every half hour. That's generous. She looks at it all the time. And if it's going to be cloudy, if there's a chance that it might rain even days from now, she's going to be sleeping downstairs on the couch in order to get to her tornado safe place. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. I think that's just cool. How have these special needs people touched your heart?
Oh, this one's a hard one. I would say they've touched my heart the most in their accomplishments. There are times I've been in tears with them. There are times I've been so fucking angry. The trust that these guys give is full. Their love is massive. There are so many things that they must do in their day-to-day life just to live a day. I would find most of it impossible. I would hate to have to live like that, have to do things just to survive. They conquer it so amazingly with such good grace. Good attitudes, they got it. To see them struggle, to me, it's just heartbreaking. But when they succeed and they get past it, it's awe-inspiring.
That is so awesome. I love to hear that. So this next one is kind of an extenuation of that. Could you please share a story of how a special needs person has warmed your heart?
This is going to really make me laugh. Yeah. There was this time I took 3 roommates to go to the drive-thru for dinner. We had to make 2 stops because, of course, nobody agrees on what they're going to eat. Yeah. The first drive-thru was really quick. Didn't take any time. Boom, boom, boom. We were done. Second drive-thru was packed. When we finally got up to the order window, got the order, and we just could see the long line. It was going to be another long wait. Meanwhile, the guy who already had his food at the quick place took a deep breath, and all of a sudden he yelled out, "Come on, you fuckers!" He just wanted to go home and eat. I don't blame him. Who hasn't been frustrated like that at a drive-thru, right? Yeah. I looked at him and I was going to, professionally speaking, I was going to correct his behavior.
I think that is so that's so funny, and I hope it helps people realize that these people that deal with these special needs or have these special needs are real people with real emotions, and you can laugh with them, you can be frustrated with them, and they just want to get their fucking food.
You know that's exactly right. But meanwhile, I'm the professional, right? So I looked at him and I was going to correct his behavior. But then we all just busted out. The whole van, everybody just cracked up. We knew the frustration. But then the waiting didn't seem so long. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Got everyone laughing.
Yeah. Or there was this other guy who was going to defend me as his roommate wasn't cooperating. It was kind of being a dick. Unkind. Or the girl who nights in a row would write me a poem. Granted, it was the same poem over and over, but she took the time. And the gifts I've received, like homemade gifts that were painted or drawn by their hands to express their thanks, it's just tremendously touching. Or the hugs given because they sense that I need it. I'm tired or just frustrated or something, and I need a hug. Or they simply need a hug too. They are so I'm so proud of them. It's just overwhelming. To see them succeed is my success.
Awesome. I love that. One more question. I'm not going to get too much politically about this because there's a political climate of if you should be pro-life or pro-choice, and I believe what I believe, but I don't want to push my beliefs on anyone else. I just want to love people in their situations. But for anyone who does, any young couple that does recently have a special needs child, do you have any advice for these people?
Yeah. It takes a village. Don't ever give up on them. In unexpected ways, they're going to grow, they're going to change, they're going to have many successes. They're worth meaningful life. They're going to touch people in ways you never expect. Some touches you might never even know about. You might not be able to do everything for them, so get help when you need it. Never stop trying and advocating on their behalf. You've done well to bring them to life. Celebrate even the smallest accomplishments. And just love them for who they are and just as they are.
Awesome. Thank you. As you know, I've dealt with with my speech impediment growing up, and so I have such a heart for these people. So thank you for doing what you're doing, and thank you for being on this show, sharing this topic that maybe people don't think about or people don't understand. So thank you for being here, Debbie.
Hey, thank you, Zach. Hey, everybody. Be there next Sunday. We got 7 days, yo!
Yeah!
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. So, as we wrap up this episode, I wanted to share one poem with you guys that I, out of my second book of poetry, No Darkness and Light. This is speech impediment. It's not only to share about the struggles I had growing up with it, but we just shared about with Debbie, just sharing the victories and being there for each other, and just overcoming challenges together. So I want to share my poem, Speech Impediment. I've always been a little different. I was born with a speech impediment. My parents were told to teach me sign language because I would never fully be able to speak. But my parents believed these obstacles were something that I was going to beat. Growing up had its challenges for me. The bigger picture was hard for me to see. Speech therapy until the 6th grade. Social situations that made me afraid. Sometimes people would look at me strange. Others would just turn away. To this day, my voice is something I'm self-conscious of. That my struggles make me a harder person to love. But thank God for the support I've always had and always will. Thank God for His purposes set out for me to fulfill. God doesn't call the qualified, but qualifies the called. And that promise carries me through when I feel small. God gave me so many passions and so many dreams. It's crazy that I was a screaming vocalist of a band when I tend to be so meek. It's crazy that I'm a published author when it used to be a struggle just to read. A story of a humble heart reaching victory. My road set out for me has never been easy and far from perfect, but a road that has definitely been worth it. My hope and prayer with sharing my story is that in it people will see God's glory. Remember, in our struggles, we are never alone. We have a loving Father seated on heaven's throne. This poem is for us, the underdogs. This poem is for us. Together, we are strong. Thanks, you guys. I had so much fun being here. I'm so excited for this event, and hopefully after this event, I'll have more of a breather and be able to put out podcast episodes more regularly. So anyways, please be sure to follow me on social media. Check out my website. All that stuff will be on the descriptions below. So thank you. And here in the Broken Worship community, we remember, even in our brokenness, we have a reason to worship. Thank you, and God bless.
They say when it rains it pours, but I don't know where I'm going anymore. Won't you be my candle in the